So I know that we've all been bombarded by the marketing for this plugin. I know I'm not the only one. And their marketing put me off. I saw the sounds it made. I was like, okay, this sounds really cool, really weird, really interesting. But the marketing was just like all the ads constantly, and the way that it was like, it's been on sale for as long as it's been released. And it's like, sale ends soon, and the sale never ends. I've also noticed that the price fluctuates. It'll say 60% off, this percent off, or whatever. I'm sure it does correlate with the full price, whatever the full price may be, but it's never, as far as I've known, it's never been sold for full price. So it's, maybe it's technically not ever been on sale, really. It's just, they're just changing the price and saying it's on sale, but whatever. So I was first put off by the marketing itself, the fact that it was constantly on sale, bombarded on social media, wherever I am, and it's popping up as ads. I think I even clicked to say, like on Instagram, I said, do not show me this because I've already bought the product, but I'm still seeing it. The other thing was, there wasn't a ton of videos online at the time. Well, I bought this about 6 months ago or something like that. Maybe longer, I don't remember. But there wasn't a ton of people just playing around with it and seeing, so I could actually see exactly what it does, what it sounds like. Is it worth the purchase? I know there's a few more videos now, and also Andrew put it in his top 10. But still, I've still had a little look, and there isn't a ton of content out there looking at this. There's just a few small videos, it seems like. So that was the other thing that was putting me off. It was like, there's no demo, and it's really vague on what the hell this thing is. But you know what? I took the plunge. There was some kind of offer they were doing where it was like 3 of their plugins for, I think it was about £50 in the end. Something like that. Which the other 2 plugins, it's like their snare one and some other one, I've yet to use, and I just sort of tagged them on there because it was like a bundle that it was like cheaper to get the bundle than it was just to buy random on its own. So yeah, I got it. What I will say is, for £50, yeah, it's worth it. It's cool. It's I wish you could get under the hood and manipulate it in the way that you want to, like fine tune it. I guess it wouldn't be called random anymore. It would be called not random. And it makes some weird sounds. I've been mostly doing bassy stuff with it. You can choose the different matters here, which have the biggest effect on the sound. You've got this XY pad as well that changes the sound a lot. And then you've just got like the random button that completely changes it. And then you've got stress, spike, bleed, fluid. So this is all just different. These are kind of like, stress is kind of like puts up the decay / release. Spike is like kind of like an intensity knob, I'd say. Bleed, it makes it wide. So it goes kind of from, I think it goes from mono to, 100% stereo width. Fluid, I can't remember exactly what that does. Again, like it's kind of like none of this really. It's not, you don't really know what you're doing with it. You just hear what you're doing, and it kind of doesn't matter, I guess. You got instability, which is pretty cool. So that makes the patch unstable. It will change every time you hit the note. So that's quite good. So if you can either go really wacky with it, or you can just have it on a tiny bit, and it gives it a bit of movement. And then deviant. So this one will, I think this. So if you put it all the way down to the bottom, when you press the random, it hardly changes. And the more you put it up, the more it will just go completely random and change the sound. So yeah, that's all you can do with it. But you get a ton of different weird sounds from it. And I've been using it for some basses and just for making sound design. So I'll make like one sound, and then I'll go and do some other stuff to it. And yeah, you get some cool results. So I guess if you, like me, have just been avoiding it because of the marketing and the lack of content out there to sort of show you if it's actually worth anything, I'm say, do you know what? If you can get it for around £50 or dollars, whatever, go for it. It's cool. I've been using it. Yeah, it's kind of limited. It's kind of in a way, it is a bit of a one-trick pony. But what it does is cool. And like you could, I guess it's like one of these plugins that I wouldn't just open one plugin and make something that sounds like this. You could end up playing around with a bunch of different combination of plugins and do stuff that sort of sounds like this. But the fact that you can just open it up and you're just making weird, crazy sounds straight away. Yeah, it's nice. It's useful. Actually, I found that like sometimes I've made a little bass line out of it for whatever I'm doing. I actually end up with it not being too crazy, actually, which is kind of funny, because it's kind of the joy of it is the craziness you can get out of it. But yeah, you can just record one hit out of it that sounds mad, and then just go ahead and process that and repurpose it, sample it, whatever you want to do. So yeah, let me just play a couple of random sounds.